Do you find conspiracy theories true?
Are you easily fooled?
Do you think the election in 2020 was rigged? If so, you really fucking like the Hawk Tuah video.
Oh my god.
Hi, girlies.
Hello, Jenny.
Hi, Bria.
How are you?
What a day yesterday was, let me tell you.
What a week in general it has been.
Really?
There has been so much news.
I meant to look up, like, are we aligned in the solar system or something? Because it feels like something's not aligned. Like, is Mercury in retrograde?
It's not, but a lot of astrologers on TikTok have been saying for months now that, like, from now until October, it's going to be a complete shit show.
Oh, my wedding is right in that.
Oh, geez.
I just need to light more sage, I think.
More
I'm
sage,
nervous.
more prayers, more Christian music.
Like, also, more Christian?
I don't know.
Not
Yeah,
even in
I
the address.
No, we don't have to.
Okay. Like, every fucking day where I live by the beach, it's cloudy as shit.
Isn't that normal?
Not like this. This is, like, really ridiculous. Like, that there's not like a bright beautiful sun, and then if it's like bright beautiful sun, it's like maybe for an hour or two, or like on a Wednesday. Like, I can't enjoy my beach time. I mean, this is like first world problems. There's a lot
I can't enjoy my beach time.
I mean, yeah.
Meanwhile, here in downtown, I'm like, thank God it's not hot and sunny, because the smell of human and dog piss isn't permeating up through the air today.
But man, there's so many deaths yesterday, like celebrity deaths.
Richard Simmons.
Sad. When I told Nico that he died, he was like, my God, I thought that man would live forever.
Me too. And for him to die from like a fall is just so
it's so
random.
ironic.
It really
At
is.
76.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
All that working out for what?
Low key.
You
What
fell.
are we doing any of this for? We could get hit by a car tomorrow.
True. And then Shannon Doherty died, which I was so sad about that.
Mean, she's been sick forever.
It's just that cancer is awful.
Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer.
Literally, I hope that we see a cure in my lifetime where it's like, oh my God, we used to treat cancer with chemotherapy and like flush someone's bodies with poisons to kill their cells. Like,
yeah.
Wow, we have such a better way to do it now.
There's more than just chemotherapy now. There's radiation, and then there's another
stem cell therapy.
That, and then there's another treatment. I forget what it was called, but like, because Nico's sister died of bile duct of the liver cancer, and yesterday was like her 1 year, and I wish no one in the world, not even my worst enemy, to go through what she fought for like a year and a half. It was treacherous.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, it's so horrible. It's just so awful. And I hope that one day it's just an archaic disease that no one gets anymore. Although cancer is just like, it's so common. Like, the average person, you've had cancer in your body before, and your body has just fought it. It's very normal.
Okay, would you do the full body scans?
I want to do a full body scan so fucking bad.
Yeah.
But I have health anxiety. I'm not a hypochondriac, but like, the reason that I don't smoke indicas is because it makes me hyper aware of what's happening in my body. And I'm like, oh my God, my blood is moving weird. Like, something's going on.
Oh my God.
So I feel like it would just make it worse. It would say like, minor finding in your spine, you have this. And then I would be like, oh, my spine, I feel it. It hurts.
Well, I feel like I want to do that so bad. I told Nico, and he got like mad at me because he was like, they're so expensive. Like,
they are.
That's such a waste of money. And I was just like, okay, for someone who like always is obsessed with me making sure I go to the doctor and vice versa, like I feel like we could take money that we save and put that into a full body scan, especially like if we have kids, because I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is just like wishful thinking, but if like his sister had done one of those and like they had seen, okay, you in 10 years could have this cancer like become a thing, they can treat it now.
I know, but there's really it's not helpful to like look back and be like, oh, what if this had happened? Like, who knows? Maybe they wouldn't have found it, you know?
But I mean, like, I guess for the future of us, like, us being my aunt and uncle did it. My aunt and uncle, this was like maybe a couple years ago. They flew to Arizona and they had like doctor appointments for like 2 days straight. It's like so thorough.
Wait, so you get the scan and then you go to the doctor, a bunch of different specialists?
Yeah. Or like that's like the version that they did.
Oh, wow.
They did like the full, like every single doctor reading their charts, taking their blood, doing like, what's it called? MRIs and stuff like that. Just like,
oh my God, I need
full
that.
on. And I don't think anything was wrong with them, but like,
that's not covered by insurance?
No.
Of course.
Absolutely not.
Honestly, the real problem there is that our insurance companies don't cover that scan.
Our insurance companies are a fucking fraud.
They do not give a fuck about preventing something.
You will die if you get, like, poor people cannot afford to treat cancer. There's no way. Like,
they're not even going to the doctor to find out they have cancer.
Right, yeah.
They just got a pain and they're like, whatever.
Like watching his sister go through everything that she did, because also like, you know, you want to fight it as much as possible. And like they got like these like this like chamber for her to like do stuff. And I forget, like there were so many different like things that they did on top of the chemo that are not covered by insurance at all. But even like some of the treatment stuff is not covered by insurance at first. So you have to submit all these claims. Well, like, do you know how many bills you're getting a week? Like,
I cannot even imagine.
They were up to like over 100 bills or something like that. And they were up to over 100 bills that they had submitted and not gotten reimbursed because the insurance companies were taking so long. They literally paid somebody whose job is to get the reimbursement money on behalf of them. Like do all the paperwork.
Oh, I would 100% hire a person to do that.
But that's crazy. Like it's a racket, and I don't know. I have my theories about it, but
I have my theories too. And you know what? This is a theory that I'm not afraid to share personally. I think that insurance companies do not want to cover preventative care because they can make more money off of someone who finds out they have cancer and then does treatments over the course of 2 years. I could bill you for a scan, $10,000, or I could bill you for a scan and all of these treatments and turn that $10,000 into $200,000.
Yeah.
We are fucking on to you.
It's fucked up. And like Ozempic, like look at Ozempic, like the craze of Ozempic. They want to say, they said on the Oprah special, the insurance people or I think the insurance and the medical companies, they're like working hand in hand. Because the medical company that provides Ozempic was saying, you have to be on this for life. For life. If you go off it, you'll just gain all the weight back. And it's like, I don't know. I'm on my like weight loss journey. Like, I'm taking metformin, which is like a pill form. It's not Ozempic, but it's like the precursor. So like if metformin doesn't work for me and I'm doing everything I can to lose weight, like
which, mind you, you're not just like taking a pill and hoping to lose weight. You're like working out every fucking day, literally every day.
I'm trying to walk every day because that's part of like actually losing weight is like at least this is what my trainer said. Going to Pilates or going to like Bunda is perfect. Like you need to be lifting or like increasing your muscle mass to tone. But walking is helping your like your metabolic like speed up and also like help you burn fat. But yeah, like, I mean, they think that I'm going to have to be on this for life. What I hope is like, it helps accelerate the process. And then I'm in this healthy lifestyle and I'm used to like the amount that I'm eating that I don't have to be on this for life. Cause I don't think I need to be, and I don't want to be. It's all about changing your mental, like cognitive habits.
Yeah.
When it comes to like food, which is ritualistic and like stuff like that.
Exactly. Especially since food is something that you need anyway. So it's like, it's not like you can quit doing food.
Yeah. But speaking of health, we should talk about what we smoked today.
What did we smoke today? Because this is interesting. This is a new one for me.
This is a Dab Woods Sour Diesel indica vape pen.
Oh, God, this is an indica?
I mean, sativa. I'm so sorry. Woo!
We were just talking.
It's a sativa.
Now you got my mind going.
No. I don't buy sativa, or I don't buy indica. I literally like on Weed Maps like filtered vape and then sativa. So like there was no hybrid. Okay, I don't even fuck with hybrid because I think hybrid is like mostly indica.
I agree.
Even though some people say that like indica and sativa is like they're the same. There's so much crossbreeding, but
I'm sure there is. And sometimes sativas make me feel weird, but for the most part, I think it's an indica thing.
But anyway, this is a resin pen. And after that LA Times article that shook me to my fucking core.
Check out the Weed Myths episode for that.
Yeah. And all the pesticides they're saying in vapes, but Nico and I were talking about this and he was saying our weed correspondent.
Oh, do they know that he's our weed correspondent?
I thought we had referred to him, but
we hired an employee. We have a weed correspondent.
Nico is our weed correspondent. He is our expert in all things marijuana. So
anytime we have a weedy episode, we're going to bring him on just to give us the facts, just to give us the history, make sure we're not saying anything wrong. You know?
But he was, because I was like, the pesticides, blah! And he was like, if you think about it, most crops, like forget weed or marijuana, most crops are sprayed with pesticides unless they say they're organic and like certified organic, right? Well, weed and marijuana is such a new like thing as far as like being regulated and like having mass production of it that like, of course they're going to spray all this shit with pesticides, right? Like there's no regulation on it unless people are saying like this came from an organic farm, but
which no one ever says that. When you walk into a dispensary, how many times have you seen that?
I feel like in a couple cases I've been told that it is organic. Like when I was buying a lot of flour back in like Venice Beach, there was like this dispensary we would go to. They were saying like this is organic or this is from this such and such farm.
Okay, so at least they know.
But who the fuck knows, because there's no regulation on it. And the problem with the vapes and all the pesticides is that like you're taking the shittiest weed and putting that into an oil, and that probably has different types of pesticides or different chemical makeup. With resin, what people are saying is it's the like most quality form of marijuana, and putting that into a vape, it's a vapor, so it's supposed to be less harmful than like smoking a joint or smoking a blunt or smoking out of a bong. So this is like so far the healthiest option with the limited amount of research that there is.
And this is called the Dab Woods.
This is the Dab Woods resin pen, and I know it's working, or I know that it's not that bad for me because I'm not sneezing when I hit it.
See, you're not allergic to the pesticides because there aren't any.
Yeah.
No pesticides detectable.
It's really bad. Like the fact that almost every vape I hit, I'm like,
that's a sign.
Achoo.
There's definitely something happening there.
I feel like myself. I feel nice, like a little buzz. Like obviously like I could hit more. Resin is supposed to be stronger, but I feel great. Thank you, Dab Woods.
Thank you, Dab Woods. If you ever want to, get in touch, we love you already.
Hit us up.
But what's really going on?
Well, I think let's just keep on the health train here. Donald J. Trump I shouldn't laugh when I say that, but
we're not laughing, you guys.
We're not laughing.
We are just high.
Yeah. He got shot in the ear. At first, okay, so...
He didn't get shot in the ear. His podium was shot, and the glass from the podium came up and cut his ear.
See, I think there's conflicting reports about that, because that's what people were saying was the glass shard.
That's what the Secret Service was saying.
Yeah, but then if you look at his ear, there's like a full circle in the top of his ear.
Not really. I would believe that the person who shot him didn't have any sort of scope on their weapon, and they were shooting from far away, so their aim was not good.
Look at this. That looks like a bullet wound through the ear.
No, I think it's sliced. It looks like it's a gaping slice. because it's open on the edge as well.
Because I was gonna say, if a bullet literally went through his ear like that, what a shot! But also, like, wouldn't it have grazed his head?
Yes, yeah. That's another reason why I don't think that it actually hit him. But it did kill a bystander.
In behind him. Mm-hmm. That's so sad.
It's just
it didn't even like look like anyone had gotten hit.
I know. I rewatched the video and I did hear someone screaming bloody fucking murder, but I don't know.
And the gunman was killed.
Yeah, he was like a 20-year-old
Republican
white man.
Shocker.
Oh my God. You know what? Honestly, all I can say is that I'm glad that it wasn't like a black or brown person or something like that. So it could be like, oh my God, it was Antifa. Like, it was not fucking Antifa.
At first, some people were saying, like, is it someone who's Palestinian? And I was just like, oh, you want it to be that.
The way
like, come on.
Fuck all the way off.
I hate the speculation of it all sometimes. But I feel like will you remember when he was shot? Like, is this a moment now?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
I was sitting right there and Will was like, someone just tried to kill Donald Trump. And I was like, what? And so I went on X. I literally never get on X anymore unless something like this happens. I know.
I call it Twitter.
The app
still.
Formerly known as Twitter.
R.I.P.
And it was true. And then my sister texted me and was like, someone tried to kill Trump. It was, I mean, I will remember that. Where were you when you heard the news?
So we were at the beach and it was kind of funny. We were sitting on the beach and then Sienna came and sat with us. And then her boyfriend came, and then her other friend came, and then her other friend came. And I was with Maddie because Maddie had come down for the night, and she was just like, man, these children flock to you. And I was just like, yeah. But they're just hanging out. And then all of a sudden, Sienna's boyfriend Colin goes, oh my God, Donald Trump got shot. And I was like, what? I thought he was kidding, low key, because he's a prankster like you. He's a jokester. Yeah. I wonder if I think he might be a Scorpio too.
I do love to pull pranks.
Yeah.
But if a prank gets pulled on me, fuck off.
But anyway, he was like, yeah, Donald Trump got shot. And I was like, you're joking. And he was like, no, dead ass. Like, look at this. And I was just like, what? And then I watched the video of him getting shot and then like trying to not duck down. And then the Secret Service like barreling over him and he's still going like this and saying like fight. And I was just like, what?
He knew. Okay, here's the thing that everyone's forgetting. At the end of the day, yes, Donald Trump is a businessman, but he is also an entertainer. If you are the host on a show like The Apprentice, you are messy. You are funny. Like if he were a stand-up comedian, I would live. If he were on reality TV, I would live. But he's running for president.
Yeah.
Like, but now, if he went on like The Traitors, oh my God. And he had never been president, like he'd only just done reality TV and he went on The Traitors, it would be iconic.
What do you think he'd be like on The Traitors?
I don't think he'd be a traitor. I think that he would be like, oh, let's suss out the traitor. And then he would kind of use other people to get information for him and then take credit for it because that's his MO. But I feel like he knew that would be a really good photo op. And like, this was his moment. He was like, you know what? I feel okay. My shoe fell off, but I can stand up. Let me give him a moment. And
see, that's what I worry about of people now being like, look how quick he can think on his feet. Meanwhile, Biden is calling his vice president Trump and saying that his numbers are higher in Israel than they are in America. So, and I'm just like, what is happening?
And you know what?
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. But honestly, like, we can't argue with that.
Like what?
Like, I can't say anything to that. Like, Biden did do that.
Yeah. And Trump did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I can't really defend him anymore.
It's so hard. And where is Kamala? Where the fuck are you,
Where is
girl?
Kamala?
Come on. What is happening?
That bitch fell out of the coconut tree.
What?
And now she has no idea what the fuck is going on.
People, this was a deep deep conspiracy theory.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's get into the conspiracy theories.
Okay.
What are people saying?
So with Kamala, and then we'll go back to Trump. Kamala, people think that she died in 2020. No, 2021. One in the pandemic from COVID, but then no one said anything. And then she was replaced by someone else that looks like her, but not like her fully. And so they don't like her being in public that much because she's not who she is. But I don't okay, well, if she really did die, then why were they afraid to have Nancy Pelosi step? Or no, it would have been the Secretary of State, right? I don't know.
No, I think it's the Speaker of the House is next. Not the Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House.
Is it next or is it the Secretary of State?
No, I think it's the Speaker of the House.
Okay.
Girl, I did take AP government.
I did not.
I do not remember exactly. This was 15 years ago, probably at this point.
But that's one conspiracy theory about Kamala. Another conspiracy theory that people are saying about Trump and why he was not killed, or why he didn't why Secret Service didn't jump all over him, was because he was in on this whole situation to be shot and then have this moment to really solidify the vote. My thinking though is that he is already ahead, isn't he? So why does he need this right now in July?
That, and I feel like they wouldn't have gone for it if they knew that, well, I was going to say they wouldn't have gone for it if they knew that a bystander would be shot and killed, but people died on January 6th and he didn't give a fuck, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Or that one girl died.
I do think it's weird though that a bystander saw this person on the roof for a while and told Secret Service and they didn't do anything about it.
And that man literally walked up with a fucking ladder and climbed on the roof, the flat roof. They are supposed to be setting up such a perimeter that even with a far range weapon, someone cannot get the president. And then, how the fuck did this happen?
Why are you not barreling down on him as Secret Service?
Right. And they took so long to even come up to him.
Yeah.
It was he'd already fired off multiple.
He's still pushing over them.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
Either they're not good at their job. They weren't good at their job in this instance if it was not staged.
Oh, yeah. I think some Secret Service people are getting fired. For sure. And those Secret Service people are with him his entire life since his presidency.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't want to save him. Maybe they're I hate you. I hate working for you. That would be horrible.
That would be horrible. FBI, please. FBI, please. I'm paranoid. We don't mean it.
Well, on a lighter note, should we talk about Hawk Tuah?
First of all, can I just say that I found about Hawk Tuah through a man. Did you?
Yeah.
This was not on our side of the internet, I don't think. Not at all. This was on the male side, straight male side.
This is on the, dare I say, leaning towards Tea Party, white male, frat boy,
Huntington Beach.
The algorithm said, do you have Republican tendencies? Are you a white male? Do you like fat asses and big old fake titties?
Did you watch Girls Gone Wild growing up? The infomercials secretly?
Did you think about joining a frat?
Did you have a childhood crush on Pamela Anderson specifically?
Do you have a trust fund, or are you a wealthy, privileged man?
Ooh, this is a good one. Do you own those little duck boat shoes?
Yeah. Do you own
are we describing
white whale? What's the pink whale?
I don't even know
that brand.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. The pink whale. I know what you're talking about.
I forget what it's called. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Do you find conspiracy theories true?
Are you easily fooled?
Do you think the election in 2020 was rigged? If so, you really fucking like the Hawk Tuah video.
We just read. There's someone out there that we just read to fucking filth just now.
Whew.
Checked every box.
Yeah. No, it doesn't tickle my fancy in the slightest bit. I watch that and I go, cool. Next.
I'm really surprised. Do you remember that clip of the street interview where the girl was like, he was like, what's your type? And the girl was like, an ancient man, like 1900s. Like that to me was more iconic than this one. I feel like the street interviews, they always have like shit like that.
I mean, an iconic man on the street interview to me is like, I like toros.
I have not even seen that.
What? That's an old one.
Oh, maybe that's why.
The kid that's in like the zombie.
Yes. Okay.
And he's straight to camera. I like toros.
Wasn't that a news interview? I'm talking about like the TikTokers who go around asking questions like, do you like to suck dick or not?
Yeah, I mean, it's similar concept. It's just a news person versus a fucking Billy on the street.
I suppose.
Similar.
Yeah.
But anyway, she is fumbling the fucking bag.
She's fumbling it so hard.
She just gave someone with a hat company $10,000 to like help him save his company, and then he's gonna print Hawk Tuah on the hats. What are you doing?
All I can say is, with the way this is going right now, Hawk Tuah girl needs to be saving every fucking penny she makes off of her club appearances and whatever's going on right now, and just be prepared, because I feel like you don't get it. $5K for a club appearance in New York. Oh, I thought she got five. I heard about a 5-figure one.
Oh, 5-figure?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Save every fucking penny, girl.
And honestly, start the OnlyFans. You're famous because you said Hawk Tuah. Like, finish the job. Complete the job.
Here's the thing. Yes, absolutely. If you go viral for Hawk Tuah, you have a male audience, as we mentioned. So at the very least, you need to get on your fucking Zoom, get on TikTok, Instagram, dare I say Facebook, and start posting like crude humor and shit like that, and get a Budweiser sponsorship, a Monster Energy sponsorship.
Yeah.
Monster Jam. Do an appearance at Monster Jam.
Partner with Eminem. Get Eminem. I mean, Eminem already put her in his album, basically.
You know what? She's got to be doing something. We got to switch up the game. I saw an interview with her being like, there's a lot of fake social media profiles popping up of me. I do not have social media yet. Why the fuck don't you have social media yet?
At all?
No. She's made it now. She's on TikTok, but she doesn't have a profile picture. Girl, what are you doing? We work in marketing. It's hard.
Just going back to the men thinking this is the most hilarious thing they've ever seen in their entire lives. Like, you just got to spit on that thing and Hawk Tuah. Like, is that the funniest sexual thing you've ever heard?
I don't even think it's what was said. I think it was who said it.
It's the Southern accent.
It's the Southern accent. It's the blonde. It's the like, oh my gosh, this girl is like the pinnacle of, the white beauty standard or whatever, the beauty standard that conservative white males are into. And she's being crude and like one of the guys. Wow. It's like an extra turn on.
I'm not trying to be like a pick. I'm not trying to give pick me energy right now. I'm just simply like, why are we still in this moment? I mean, we're perpetuating the moment right now.
We are totally. And it's not from a place of pick me. It truly isn't. It's from a place of like, I love anyone who goes viral. Like, I hope that you take advantage of it and get something out of it. Like
ride
absolutely
that wave.
Ride the fucking wave. I just feel like she needs a better team. That's the crux of the issue. Even if your viral moment is stupid, like, get your shit together, pull a Brittany Broski. She's a great example of someone who like went viral for a fucking kombucha. She was kombucha girl. And now look at her. She like seized the moment and really went far with it.
Well, she got signed to CAA, I think, the Hawk Tuah girl.
Okay. I mean,
maybe it's a little too late. I don't know.
Regardless, save your money.
Like the woman who went viral for like the story about her fucked up husband.
Yeah, Risa Tisa.
Yeah. Like, did she fumble the bag? I feel like she's doing well.
She's doing great. I saw her in a Target commercial.
Oh.
She's like, she's doing her thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of Risa Tisa.
What?
Did you watch the Brooke Schofield Clinton Kane saga?
Okay, I was trying to have Gen Z tell me about it because I had a lot.
Oh my God, girl.
I got the gist. I have the Cliff's notes.
Here's the thing. And you know what, Jenny, I'm going to put you on blast on the podcast.
Oh no.
You are not online enough. You're not online enough. You don't keep up with the online internet stuff.
I'm in the wrong For You page algorithm. But that's why I have you guys.
I feel like you're in the mainstream algorithm. Like mainstream news.
I need the deep cuts.
This isn't even a deep cut. That's the thing. This is not a deep cut. It got like hundreds of millions of views.
I know. I think I just need to be scrolling more. Like it just showed up on your For You page?
Well, I already follow her. I already know her.
Okay.
But it did permeate all For You pages. Like Spencer Pratt was posting about it. A lot of like mainstream celebrities have been posting, supporting her.
I guess I just like don't care that much. Like I heard it and I was just kind of like.
You didn't think it was weird that a man killed off his entire family, lied about having a fake accent, and emotionally abused like dozens of women at this point?
But it's all true?
Yes.
Oh. So she was like with this guy and then she found out?
Yes.
Oh.
She discovered that his mom was fucking alive and that he wasn't from Australia. He did live there for like a few years when he was a kid, but like he's from Brunei.
How'd she meet him?
Through a mutual friend. But so like he was playing the game for a while.
So it's like a Risa Tisa moment.
Yeah, she called it "Who the fuck did I date?"
Yeah.
And then he got on and tried to defend himself. Barely even addressed the fact that he also lied about his age. He lied about everything. But he's going through her videos and being like, Brooke said that I got pulled over. He's still doing the fucking accent. Brooke said that I got pulled over going to Joshua Tree. This is not true. This is my receipts from the Airbnb. You can see that we stayed here from July 16th to July 19th. And I did get pulled over on the 19th when we were leaving Joshua Tree. It was shit like that. She said that I didn't get an Uber. Here is my screenshot for my Uber.
What a psycho. So he's also like a famous TikToker?
He's a singer.
Oh.
He's like a mainstream signed to Columbia Records touring ass singer. Clinton Kane.
Okay.
I don't listen to him. He makes like that like folky.
I feel like I vaguely
Noah
heard his
kind
name.
of thing.
Okay, I'm embarrassed. Sorry. I didn't do my homework. I mean, I was doing as much as I possibly could.
Well, when Risa Tisa came out, I did put it on when I was showering.
Yeah.
In the aux cord on the car.
I don't know. To me, that was more interesting maybe because it's a innocent person, like a civilian. This is like another fucking influencer, but I guess.
Yeah, but like, she was kind of a civilian when she was going through it.
Oh, okay. Okay. But you knew her before.
I knew her. She's mentioned this drama before because she has a podcast with Tana. She's Tana's co-host.
Oh.
So she's talked about it on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Vaguely.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed. So, sketch. I didn't know who this was. See, another person who helps me out in life is Nico. Because Nico be on some deep cuts on TikTok.
The streamers? See, that's one thing that I don't know about. Like the streamers is a whole other situation.
Yeah, so he saw a video. I think he knew who Sketch was, but then he saw his apology video of him apologizing for being on OnlyFans and like doing like, I think, gay sexual activities or something. Or like, I don't know exactly what he was doing. And then I think he also said that he had to like slept with men previously and might be bisexual or gay. And a lot of people were really like calling him out and being very misogynistic. And then a lot of people were homophobic and coming after him. Then other people were coming after him being like, hey, he's just being honest about like who he is. And you guys were calling him out for being on OnlyFans. So like lay off of him. And he kind of like didn't really say, but kind of in a way, I forget exactly what he said. He was like alleging that like this much hate that he's getting for being on OnlyFans. He like, you know, had like suicidal tendencies, and that's really fucking scary.
Bad. And you know what? That probably confirmed his fear about being open and honest about like him being bi or whatever, because he got the reaction that he thought he was going to get.
Yeah.
It's pathetic. It's sad. Like, I feel like there's so much misogyny and homophobia and just like racism and stuff in the streaming community's audience.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's majority, like if it's the same audience as Hawk Tuah. I don't know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know. It just doesn't create a good environment for streamers to be authentically themselves. So I'm not holding it against him at all for not. You don't owe people any sort of information that you don't want to share with them.
Not at all. And also, like, it's not a big deal. What's the big deal?
Yeah. When I first heard about it, I didn't know that it was because he had an OnlyFans. I just knew that Sketch was getting canceled. I thought that y'all had caught him like with a minor or something. Like, I genuinely thought it was something bad, and they were like, oh, he had sex with a guy.
This is why the cancel culture is like, with Eminem's new album, which we'll talk about soon. Like, it's too much.
It is too fucking much.
Why are you guys making like canceled people be people who are just innocent people? I mean, listen, I think some people for sure, R. Kelly, you know.
If you commit crimes, if you cause actual harm,
you're perpetually doing it. Diddy, like Jeffrey Epstein, like, yeah. Go die in a ditch, basically. Like,
period.
Yeah. However, I do feel like, and I hear this a lot because I watched The Challenge, and a lot of those people were on The Real World, and there were some fucked up shit that happened on The Real World, right? And on The Challenge back in the day, back in the early 2000s when they wanted you to do the craziest shit on reality TV, and they never intervened. Like, I just was rewatching. This one girl is so mad at. So this girl, Beth, was sleeping, and this other girl, Tanya, found out that Beth had told another girl, Robin, that that Tanya was sleeping with Mark, Robin's boyfriend at the time. And so Tanya came up to Beth and was like, why'd you open your big fat mouth? Like, you know, and like basically getting mad at her. And then Beth was like, what? And then she was like, are you going to say something? Are you going to apologize? And Beth is like, half asleep. And then Tanya is like, fuck you, and then grabs her suitcase and runs down to the pool and opens her suitcase and throws her suitcase in the pool. And then someone who's like drunk on the side of the pool watching this, laughing, going, Tanya, the suitcase is floating in the pool. It's like not doing any damage. And so then she goes to the edge and takes out all of her underwear, all of her clothes, and just throws them all around the pool. And then she goes back up for the second suitcase, and Beth's like, what are you doing? And then she takes the suitcase down and throws all of her shit in the pool. And Beth is just like, I don't feel safe here. This is fucked up. Like, my things aren't safe. And at the time, like, I remember watching that back in the day and being like, yeah, fuck Beth. Like, Beth's a bitch. And now I'm watching it and being like, that would never fly these days. God. But you gotta, my point is, after that long tangent, you gotta give people room to grow. Like,
yes,
you know, like, everyone is learning from each other.
You also have to understand, like, someone like Sketch, I don't watch his content, okay? I don't know him, but I'm just assuming that he's like everyone else in the sense that these people might be making content online, but like they're still the same person that they were before they got a following. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't magically like learn everything they need to know just because they have followers now.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Like, you learn from your mistakes. You learn from the stupid shit that you say. And then if you don't learn from that after people have given you grace, then maybe, yeah, you're going to be canceled. But like canceling people off the jump, it's just like, let's just pump the brakes for a second and like take a step
back. And there's
back.
A difference between like, there are so many people on TikTok that I block for whatever reason. Like I'm scrolling and I see them too much. They say like one little annoying thing. Literally, I will block a creator over some bullshit. That is not what we are talking about. Like, if you don't want to follow Sketch because you're homophobic and you suck, just unfollow him fucking quietly and mind your business. Yeah. Like, we don't need this discourse where we're like writing Reddit subthreads and whatever.
Yeah, no. Nope.
Not useful. We are on your side, Sketch. Justice for Sketch.
Justice for
Seems
Sketch.
like he has other creators who are in his corner and defending him, and so it's good. Should we end with our quote?
Yeah, fuck the haters and
fuck the haters.
There's no worse way to insult a woman than by saying she looks like a man. But once a woman gets over that, there's no stronger woman. Another quote that I will also read by the same person is, what do you think of Dula Peep?
Listen, this episode, I feel deep down was in honor of Wendy Williams, the most popular Hot Topics giver, I would say. The one who changed the way we looked at Hot Topics, changed the way we looked at the world, changed the way we looked at ourselves. She left an impact that is immeasurable, and we hope that she actually starts her podcast soon.
Is she starting a podcast?
She was trying to.
That girl is starting a podcast, girl. Yeah. She got to get her mental health right.
I know. Well, we hope you get your mental health right and we hear from you soon. Wendy. Prayers up.
Lighters up. And on that note, bye girlies.